Hey guys, so today I want to talk about pregnancy. So there's so many people, obviously, that get pregnant every single year, and there's so many of them that will start a program or do something like that, and then basically what will happen is they will get halfway through their program and they become pregnant. Which happens, it's fine, it's a natural part of the process, especially if you're doing a long-term program, say over a year or something like that, and you are trying for a baby, you could become pregnant. So, does that mean everything has to stop and go on pause? Well, no, of course it doesn't. Do you have to make some changes? Yes, of course you do. So let's cover exercise first before we cover anything else. Should you stop exercising if you're pregnant? No, you shouldn't stop. If you haven't done any exercise at all before you become pregnant, then it's probably not really the best time to actually start. Yes, you should be active, go out, go for walks, do that kind of thing, and just start a program off gently, that's fine. But in terms of actually starting exercising at the gym and that kind of stuff and doing intense exercise, no, you shouldn't really start that. If you do it beforehand, then in the early days, yes, carry on, that's fine. Just bear in mind, as you get through the later trimesters, you are going to release a hormone called relaxin. And basically that relaxin is used to open things up a little bit when it comes to pregnancy, but also it affects other parts in your body like your joints and stuff like that. It makes them a bit more looser and more susceptible to injury. So when that happens, especially in the later part of the trimesters, like trimesters 3, 4, that kind of thing, then you want to maybe start reducing any impact-based impact-based exercise and that kind of stuff, and just be a bit more aware of it, that you are going to become more flexible and have less control over that stuff. So you don't really need to stretch that much. Try and reduce the stretching side and stuff like that. But yeah, still do some exercise, that's fine, and just listen to your body. At the end of the day, if you speak to your midwife, she'll give you some good advice on when to sort of stop and exactly what's happening and things like that. So that's the exercise part of it. What about the diet side of it? A lot of people struggle with this, mainly because they start to put weight on. And when they put weight on, they think, I don't want to put too much weight on whilst I'm pregnant, so they maybe start to increase their exercise a bit more, or they maybe start to cut back on the calories. You shouldn't really do this. They should be doing something completely different. So, to get optimal results, if you like, from your pregnancy, there's a couple of things you want to be looking at. The first thing is you want to be eating a balanced diet. So if you're doing a program that's actually changed your diet up completely, it's started cutting stuff out massively and restricting on certain things or being very low calorie, stop it straight away. Just stop doing it straight away. Really, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that anyway. There's much better ways of doing it, but if you are doing it, stop it. And then what we need to do from there is look at getting a balanced diet of proteins, fats, veggies, and some decent carbohydrates. Each one of these needs to aim to be minimally processed, and this should be coming from whole foods. So that means they're low in sugar and they're low in processed ingredients. So if it's got 1 or 2 ingredients in, that's fine. If it's got 6 or 7 ingredients in, or 10 or whatever more, then maybe we should be looking at an alternative. The more minimally processed and whole foods you get, the better nutrients your body's going to get, the more support your body's going to get, and the more support for your baby it's going to give. So again, we'll be looking at a decent amount of proteins, again coming from meats, if you like meats. If not, you get it from beans, legumes and stuff like that. If you're eating fish, for example, to get your protein and your fat, like your omega-3s and stuff like that, aim for smaller fish more than bigger fish. The reason I say that is the bigger fish tend to be in environments where they pick up a lot of extra metals and stuff like that into the, absorb it into the skin and that kind of thing. So if you go for smaller fish, you're totally going to get a better quality meat with less sort of crappy ingredients and stuff like that inside there. So go for smaller fish more than bigger fish if you're getting your protein and fats from there. Other fats you can supplement it with. You can supplement it with distilled fish oil. It's probably a good thing for that. You can look at omega-3s and that kind of thing. What else can you do from there? Veggies as well. Plenty and plenty of veg inside there. I mean, loads and loads of veg. The more colours, the better. The colours basically are representative of the phytonutrients and the other nutrients and stuff that are inside there. So the bigger mix of colours you get, the bigger mix of nutrients and stuff you get. They tend to work better than supplements, mainly because you have to have a certain mix of supplements in order to absorb them properly. So if you get it from foods and you've got a balanced diet, your body's going to absorb it properly. I'll talk a bit more about supplements in a minute though, and where you can get some help on that, if you do need to go down the supplement route. And the other thing is carbohydrates as well. So try and get, again, minimally processed stuff and use whole foods. So your carbohydrates can come from, obviously, fruits. Again, plenty of mixing colour to get all your phytonutrients and your other nutrients and stuff inside there. Other things you want to be looking at is whole foods. So anything like rices, that kind of thing, potatoes, that sort of base stuff. So yeah, try and keep it whole foods, try and keep it minimally processed. Again, low in sugar, low in processed ingredients. Okay, supplements. A lot of people want to take supplements, which is fine. If you've had a bit of a kind of up and down diet in the past, you want to be looking at a prenatal multivitamin. This prenatal multivitamin, you can get specific ones from different shops, and again, I recommend a really cool place to go and get this sort of stuff. You want to be looking at something that's got about 800 mcg of folic acid inside there. If not, you want to supplement it separately as well. It's really important to get plenty of this stuff inside you when you're pregnant. If you're planning to become pregnant, then start taking this beforehand, because it's really going to help you and set you up for a really healthy baby. Again, like I mentioned already, if you struggle to get your good omega-3s and stuff in, look for some distilled fish oil as well. Right, how much do you eat? So, you can use the hand portion size, which I've talked about many times. If you need some help with that, just go on to the 28-day fat loss challenge. I'm not saying do the kind of stuff on there. However, when you sign up for that, you will get the chance to download a pretty balanced diet plan that shows you how to do it without measuring calories out and that kind of stuff. So head over to onlinefatloss.co.uk, go down to option 1 on the view programs, and you can download that for free and just get hold of that diet plan program. And I'll chuck a link in the comments below for that. What you do actually is slowly increase your calories. So it's important to actually have a healthy amount of weight gain, because it's good for you and it's good for the baby. So you want to be looking at eating around 300 to 500 calories extra per day. Now, when you first become pregnant, you want to be aiming around the 300 mark, and as you become later for the trimesters, you want to be increasing that to about 500 calories extra per day. So it's going to give you about a pound or so in weight gain in terms of actual your body weight, not including the baby's body weight, each week. If you're exercising, then you want to carry on exercising, then even when you start off this, you want to be looking around the 500 calories extra anyway, if you are exercising. So anyway, I hope that's helped and stuff when it comes to the pregnancy side of stuff and training and exercise. Again, if you want some help with this, onlinefatloss.co.uk, and download one of the plans on there. Supplement-wise, if you need some advice on supplements, you want to work out what's really, really good for you, the best place to go is the health food shop in Mansfield Woodhouse. If you're not from this area, I'm going to put a link for their Facebook group below, and you can speak to Gavin, who owns that place. It's really, really switched on, really, really clever nutritionalist, and can advise on the best supplementation when it comes to pregnancy, as much as all sorts of other stuff. So get in touch with him. Or if you do live in that sort of area, then head down and see at the shop. Really friendly guys. They'll have a chat with you. They'll really help you out. So again, I'll put the link for that below in the comments. Any questions, as always, just comment below and I'll try and answer them. If you want to talk about anything else in my videos, as always, just comment below, let me know what it is, and I shall talk about it for you. Alright, cheers guys, see you soon.